Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
Are you having a good time?
Oh, yes. It's a great party. There are some people I don't know, though.
Really? Come on. I'll introduce them to you.
That would be great.
What is the correct time, please?
It's exactly 12 minutes past 7.
When will the lecture begin?
It'll begin at 9 o'clock sharp.
What's the difference between football and rugby?
Those toe games are quite different. First, there's the size of the teams. In football, a team has 11 players. In rugby there are 15 players on each team. The biggest difference is that in football, only the goalkeeper can use his hands. In rugby, the ball is usually carried forward by players, though kicking is permitted.
In rugby, players pass the ball by throwing it to teammates, don't they?
That's right. However, players can only pass the ball backwards. They cannot pass the ball forwards to their teammates. That's a foul.
I know how goals are scored in football, but how about in rugby?
If a team carries the ball over the goal line, they score points. A team can also score points by kicking the ball between two tall posts at each end of the pitch.
There's a lot more physical contact in rugby, isn't there?
Yes. Players usually need to bring a player down to stop him from moving forward with the ball. This is called tackling, as in football.
The ball is a different shape in rugby, isn't it?
Yes. It's not perfectly round like a football. A rugby ball is oval in shape. There's a match on TV this afternoon. Why don't you watch it with me? I'll try to explain the rules and tactics while we're watching.
Okay. If you fall in love like him, you will go soft in the head, as well.
Come off it.
Do you want a bet?
Why not?
Terrible. How about people's lives?
Fortunately, there is no person died.
That's great. It seems that typhoon is not as bad as earthquake.
Yeah, earthquake is one of the most badly natural disasters in the world.
That's why many people died in the earthquake.
Well, China is located on the Eurasia plate, where earthquakes happen frequently due to the Earth's plates knocking against each other.
Oh, China does have been plagued by numerous destructive earthquakes during its long history.
Yeah, we've experienced the 8.0 magnitude earthquake in Wenchman.
We're all familiar with natural disasters. But we still feel weak when we face Wenchman earthquake.
Right. But people at that time only know two words: save, and assistance. They will never don't lift a finger. Life is the most important compared with anything else.
That's the point. Love among human beings is not limited by geography.
Where to, miss?
Hi. Crenshaw and Hawthorne, at the Holiday Inn that is on that corner.
Sure thing. So, where are you flying in from?
From China.
Really? You don't look very Chinese to me, if you don't mind me saying so.
It's fine. I am actually from Mexico. I was in China on a business trip, visiting some local companies that manufacture bathroom products.
Wow, sounds interesting. Excuse me if I am being a bit nosy, but how old are you?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Don't get me wrong. It's just that you seem so young and already doing business overseas.
Well, thank you. In that case, I am 26 years old. And what about yourself?
I am 40 years old and was born and raised here in the good old US of A, although I have some Colombian heritage.
Really? That's great. Do you speak some Spanish?
Yeah. Of course. Mary, Pam and I are going to the mall later to buy some new clothes. Do you want to come?
Can you say it again slowly?
Pam and I are wondering if you'd like to go to the mall with us.
Oh, I see. I'll have to think about it.
Think?
Oops. I meant, think.
Mary, you're going to have to work on your pronunciation.
I know.
But give yourself some time. You just got here.
Where are you going?
I'm going to buy a CD.
Why not listen to music online?
Then I will have to pay quite a lot to listen to music online, isn't it?
You can audition music online, and you can audition it offline after downloading it, so you needn't pay for it.
I have downloaded one, but it still can't be listened.
In order to listen to music, you must have the necessary software.
Can you recommend some to me?
Certainly. RealPlayer is a good.
Can I download it?
Yes, but you need install it after downloading so that you can use it.
I'll try it tonight.
How do you usually spend your time, now that you've retired?
Well, I nearly always get up at dawn. I don't like sleeping in late. The days are longer in summer than in winter, so I get up in summer. I usually do some exercise when I get up.
What do you have for breakfast?
I usually have cereal, but sometimes I cook a traditional English breakfast.
That sounds nice. How do you spend your mornings?
I usually do housework in mornings. I go shopping occasionally. I like to do all my shopping in one bag trip to the supermarket. I always drive to the big supermarket in the city center. It takes about 20 minutes to drive there.
How do you spend your afternoons?
I usually meet some friends and we play sports together, or I might spend some time alone on my hobbies. I spend winter evening watching TV, but I spend summer evening at cultural events if I have time.
Well, known, Jim, I'm pretty much in favor of your computers. I think computers teach kids to think, because they require logical thoughts.
But I don't agree with that, because computers weaken kids' ability to think because kids don't learn basic skills.
What do you mean?
They can't spell, they can't add, they can't subtract, they even don't remember anymore. That's because they rely on gadgets.
That's not the gadgets. Creating programs is stimulate thoughts. It engages their imagination and sharpen their mind.
They got a divorce at last.
It's inevitable. Their love was built on the sand, and this is why their marriage has landed on the rocks.
You said it. Love but on the sand will soon be on the rocks.
That give us a good lesson.
Do you know that working overtime in some companies is a regular thing?
How regular?
An average 10 hours or more a day according to a survey. The worst thing is that the employees get no pay for that.
You are kidding me? It is against the labor law. They should be aware of their rights.
But these people say nothing about that. They are worried about losing their job because there is surplus in labor force these days.
That's not right. Somebody should do something.
Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.